I'll keep it right there. I want to learn after that week, did the Bears make the right choice? Because they are going to make a choice. Probably early next week, there's going to be an announcement or something, and we're going to see Coach Nagy say, we're going with Mitch, or we're going with Nick. And that's fascinating enough, because I actually think the Bears are going to be a surprising team this year. I really do, as good as their defense and some of their weapons are. Montgomery injury aside, I think they got a trick up their sleeve. But here's the fascinating part, guys. So they go with Mitch or they go with Nick. What's the leash here? And by leash, I mean Nagy's not messing around. When does the shepherd's hook come out should the selected starter struggle? Now, I don't wish that on any of them, but let's be real here. They're hell-bent on making the playoffs this year. We've seen starting quarterbacks for the season get pulled at halftime of the first game. And I think it's really compelling if Mitch wins the job, which I personally think that he's going to, and they lose the opener. Is it already deafening for Foles? Because I think there's a different allure with Foles. If Foles wins the job, there might be a fan sentiment of, we've seen Trubisky, let's just roll with Nick for a while, even if he struggles. If Mitch struggles, it's like, hey, we want what the Eagles did. Give us the Eagles plan. They got a statue when they put him off the bench. We want that. So it's twofold here. The decision is interesting right off the bat, and their game against the Lions should be really competitive. But I wonder, should they struggle, when does Nagy say, never mind, I'm not messing around, I'm not blowing 2 games just because of my pride. I'm going to go with the other guy. It's a really, really tricky quarterback situation. Best case news, they go with Mitch, and he rolls, and they go 10-6. But this could get dicey. That's why you make the big bucks as a head coach. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Tough decision here.
Really tough decision. And also, it'll really course the year for them as well, because you don't want to pull that guy right away if it is the wrong decision.
Of course.
My question in the NFC North is not with the Vikings, it's not with the Bears, it's not with the Packers, it's with the team that maybe gets disregarded a bit in the conversation of who's going to win this season. It's the Lions, and can the Lions be sneaky good? Like, there is something bubbling right now at a Lions camp that this team is more united than it's ever been. It is more cohesive than it's ever been. And Matt Stafford, coming off the back injury last year, might look as good as he's ever been. I mean, he looks slimmer. He looks like his arm is in great shape. And remember, last year, first 8 weeks of the season, this guy was leading the league in just about every offensive statistic. You add in some defensive players, you add in some rookies, guys like Okuda, guys like DeAndre Swift, players that are going to make immediate impacts. And then you look at the head coach, Matt Patricia. It's now year 3. We went through the first training camp where it was difficult. We went through last year where we had all these heartbreaking injuries. Now it's year 3, and if you've listened to the Lions players, or if you've watched the Lions talk, or if you've actually followed the league during the summer, it seems like the Lions are as more a cohesive bunch than they've ever been, and that is from ownership down to the general manager, to the coach, right down to the players. I believe that Matt Stafford still has some really good football left in his arm. I said earlier this offseason, I think he could be a dark horse MVP candidate. Heck, get rid of the dark horse. Maybe he's just an MVP candidate. If the Lions are a team that is competing, don't be shocked if Matthew Stafford is that guy that we're talking about come January as having the biggest season and maybe the biggest comeback we've seen in recent years.
Awesome. No doubt about it. I remember you took Stafford as your dark horse MVP. He texted me afterwards and said, tell Peter, forget the dark horse stuff. I'm going for the MVP. Let's keep the conversation going. Yeah. Let's keep the conversation going about quarterbacks and the Packers. The Packers, they have this quarterback controversy, not a competition, controversy. And everybody jumped on this. This is me included. The media said, all right, what are they doing? They draft Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers, is he going to be gone? He's making too much money. We've seen how these quarterbacks who get paid hamstrung their teams. Okay, so what are they going to do moving forward? What is he going to do moving forward? I'll tell you the 2 types of Aaron Rodgers I've seen over the course of my career as a player and now working in media. As a player, he can go out there with a smile on his face and pick you apart surgically. And then when he gets mad, he'll have the straight face and be even more surgical. There's never been a bad Aaron Rodgers. So there's a reason why I wore this shirt today. And shout out to the Vanilla Gorilla. We got Fear the 12.
Yeah.
And on the bottom it says, the wins just keep piling up. And you know what? The color of that helmet, it kind of looks like San Francisco 49ers. This was a shirt made for Halloween, but I think it's fitting right now. Because everybody is talking about all of these other quarterbacks. Think about it. Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. I'm saying Russell Wilson deserves an MVP vote. Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Where's Aaron Rodgers in this conversation? Isn't this one of the most gifted quarterbacks to ever play the game? All I'm saying is, with all the criticism, which I know Aaron Rodgers uses it as motivation, he's going to be happy to wear that black hat. He's going to be happy to play the villain. And when Aaron Rodgers is the villain, every single defense better watch out. And that's San Francisco included.